Put on your thinking caps. This one goes deep. Did scientists just prove parallel universes? Or the multiverse? Stay tuned.
Oh, wow.
We are diving into some seriously mind-bending stuff today.
Yeah.
Recent advancements in quantum computing,
Okay.
especially Google's new Willow chip, and the wild theories it's stirring up.
It's like they opened up a Pandora's box of quantum weirdness.
Right.
On one hand,
Yeah.
Google is claiming Willow is a massive leap forward in fixing the error problem
Yeah.
that's been plaguing quantum computing. On the other hand, they're dropping hints that this tech might actually back up the idea of a multiverse.
Ooh.
Like computations happening across multiple realities.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's back up for a second.
Sure.
I remember a few years ago, Google was all over the news for achieving quantum supremacy.
Yep.
Does Willow build on that?
It does.
What even is quantum supremacy?
Yeah.
For those of us who didn't major in theoretical physics.
Great question. Quantum supremacy is essentially a benchmark moment.
Okay.
It means a quantum computer pulled off a calculation that would take a classical computer,
Right.
you know, the kind we use every day,
Yeah.
and in practically long time to solve,
Like how long are we talking?
like years or even centuries.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like quantum computers are the super sprinters of the computing world,
Yeah,
while our laptops are still using dial-up.
that's a great analogy.
Okay, cool.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
Classical computers are always evolving, too.
Oh, okay.
They're constantly trying to find new ways to simulate what quantum computers do, to close that performance gap. It's a real back-and-forth race.
So it's like an arms race
Is it?
between these two different types of computers.
Exactly. And that's where Willow comes in. It's like Google's secret weapon in this quantum arms race.
It is.
Radical.
So what makes Willow so special?
What makes Willow so special is its focus on error correction.
Error correction, okay.
You see, quantum computers are incredibly sensitive. Even the tiniest disturbance can throw off their calculations.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like trying to balance a stack of coins on a vibrating table.
So how do you even begin to fix that?
That's where quantum error correction comes in.
Okay.
It's a bit like having a backup generator for your computer.
Aye.
Imagine instead of just one qubit that's a quantum bit, the basic unit of information in a quantum computer,
Okay.
you have multiple physical qubits working together to encode a single logical qubit.
Right.
This way,
Yeah.
if one qubit gets knocked off course,
Right.
the others can compensate and keep the information intact.
So it's like a safety net
It is.
to your qubits.
It's precisely.
I like that.
And the real breakthrough with Willow is that Google has managed to reach a threshold
Okay.
where adding more qubits actually reduces the error rate.
Oh, wow.
For a long time,
Yeah.
scientists weren't even sure if this was theoretically possible.
So this is a huge deal. It's for the future of quantum computing.
Absolutely. It means we might be closer to building truly fault-tolerant quantum computers than we thought.
Yeah.
Computers that can tackle real-world problems without being crippled by errors.
That's incredibly exciting.
It is.
But now I want to get back to the multiverse thing.
Okay.
Did Google really say their quantum computer could be tapping into parallel universes?
They did, and it all goes back to a fundamental mystery in quantum mechanics.
Okay.
Called the measurement problem.
Okay.
To understand this,
Yeah.
we need to talk about Schrodinger's cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
The cat that's both dead and alive inside a box.
Exactly.
I've always loved that thought experiment.
It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's cat is a way to illustrate the concept of superposition,
Okay.
where a quantum system can exist in multiple states at the same time. It's only when we make a measurement,
Right.
when we open the box, so to speak,
Yeah.
that the system seems to collapse into one specific state. The measurement problem is essentially what actually happens during that collapse. Does the cat suddenly become either dead or alive?
Yeah.
Or is something else going on?
So how does the multiverse fit into all of this?
Well, physicist David Deutsch, one of the pioneers of quantum computing, proposed the multiverse as a solution to this measurement problem.
Okay.
He argued that instead of collapsing into a single state,
Right.
the system actually branches into multiple universes,
Oh, wow.
each representing a different outcome of the measurement.
So in one universe, the cat is alive, and in another, it's dead.
Exactly.
So-
And here's where it gets really mind-boggling.
What's that?
Deutsch suggested that quantum computers might be tapping into this multiverse to do their calculations.
Hold on. Are we saying quantum computers are literally accessing alternate realities to solve problems?
It's a wild idea.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what Deutsch proposed. He argued that quantum computers might be harnessing the power of parallel universes to achieve their incredible speed and efficiency. It's like they're borrowing computing power from other dimensions.
Whoa, that's a lot to process.
It is.
So are we saying the multiverse is real?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Google's results are certainly intriguing.
Yeah.
But even they admit it's still very early days. It's going to take a lot more research and experimentation to figure out what's really going on.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is definitely something I'm going to need to ponder for a little bit.
Me too. Yeah, it really is a fascinating concept to consider.
Yeah.
Imagine all these potential realities existing side by side.
Right.
It's slightly different from our own. But let's bring this back down to earth for a moment.
You're right.
Yeah.
My head's already spinning.
I bet.
But while we're trying to wrap our minds around the multiverse,
Yeah?
there's another development that's shaking things up right here in our reality.
You must be talking about WorldCoin and World ID.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a fascinating example of how cutting-edge tech is tackling a very real problem in our increasingly digital world.
Okay, so break this down for me.
Sure.
What are WorldCoin and World ID?
Okay, so
And why should we care?
think about it.
Right.
In a world where artificial intelligence is becoming more and more sophisticated,
Right.
how do you tell the difference between a real person and a highly advanced bot online? How do you prove you're human?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's where WorldCoin comes in.
Okay.
It's a network built on the idea of a proof of personhood,
Okay.
a way to verify that you're a real, living, breathing human being, not just some lines of code pretending to be one.
So it's like a digital passport
It is.
for humans in the age of AI.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's built on two key pillars.
Oh.
First, there's the proof of personhood itself,
Okay.
which is done through a really cool piece of technology called an orb.
An orb? What's that?
It's a special device that scans your iris,
Hmm.
you know, the colored part of your eye,
Yeah.
to create a unique digital identifier.
Okay.
Think of it like a super high-tech fingerprint.
Right.
But for your eye,
I see.
this scan confirms that you're a real person
Okay.
and generates your World ID.
Okay. So you get your iris scan, you
Right.
get your World ID.
Yep.
What can you actually do with it?
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
Your World ID becomes your digital passport to the WorldCoin network. You can use it to access various services,
Great.
participate in the network's economy, and even prove your identity online without revealing any personal information.
Wait, how does that work?
Yeah.
How can you prove your identity without actually giving away your identity?
That's the beauty of it.
Really?
WorldCoin uses something called zero-knowledge proofs.
Okay.
It's a way of proving something is true
Right.
without revealing the information itself. Think of it like this. Imagine you want to prove you're old enough to buy alcohol,
Right.
but you don't want to show the bouncer your whole driver's license.
Yeah, get it.
With zero-knowledge proofs, you could prove you're over 21
Okay.
without actually revealing your birth date or any other personal details.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
So WorldCoin is about more than just proving you're human.
Yeah,
It's about giving people control over their digital identities
right.
in a world where our data is constantly being collected and shared.
Exactly. And it's all tied to this idea of building a more equitable and inclusive global economy, one where everyone has a chance to participate, regardless of their background or location.
This is really fascinating stuff.
It is.
So we've got quantum computers potentially tapping into the multiverse.
Right.
And we've got this new technology trying to define what it even means to be human in the digital age.
Yeah.
It's like we're living in a science fiction novel.
I know. It's pretty mind-blowing, isn't it?
It is.
And it all goes back to the power of human ingenuity and our relentless curiosity to push the boundaries of what's possible.
Speaking of pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to something you said earlier
Okay.
about quantum computers potentially harnessing the power of parallel universes.
Right.
Are there any practical implications for this beyond just the theoretical?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And the answer is we don't really know yet.
Okay.
It's still very early days in the field of quantum computing.
Right.
And we're just beginning to scratch the surface of what these machines are capable of.
So we're still a long way from actually traveling to parallel universes or anything like that?
Probably.
Okay.
But who knows what the future holds?
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this field so exciting.
It really does feel like we're on the verge of something Truly revolutionary.
Hmm.
But let's bring it back to our original question.
Okay.
You've walked us through Google's claims about Willow and this whole mind-bending connection to the multiverse theory.
Yeah.
So bottom line,
Mhm.
did scientists just prove parallel universes exist?
That's the question everyone's asking, isn't it? And honestly, it's too early to say for sure.
Okay.
Google's findings are definitely intriguing,
Yeah.
but they're just one piece of a much larger puzzle. There's still so much we don't understand about quantum mechanics and the nature of reality itself.
So the mystery continues.
For now, yes, but that's part of what makes science so exciting.
Yeah.
We're constantly pushing the boundaries of knowledge,
Right.
exploring the unknown and challenging our assumptions about the universe.
It's like we're explorers setting sail into uncharted waters.
Exactly.
You don't know what we'll find, but we're eager to discover it.
And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe someday, thanks to advancements in quantum computing,
Uh-huh.
we'll finally have the tools to unlock the secrets of the multiverse. Or maybe we'll discover something even more mind-blowing
Right.
that we haven't even imagined yet.
Well, listeners, I don't know about you, but my brain is officially fried. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the intricacies of quantum error correction to the mind-boggling concept of the multiverse.
It has been a lot.
I want to thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of quantum computing and the big questions it raises about the universe we live in.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise.
And if you're as fascinated by these topics as we are,
Yeah.
we encourage you to keep learning and asking questions.
Definitely.
There's a whole universe of knowledge out there waiting to be discovered.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive,
Yes.
don't forget to like and subscribe to The Deep Dive for more thought-provoking explorations.
We'll see you next time.
Until next time, keep questioning
Keep exploring.
and keep wondering about the universe and our place within it.